Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you having a Hyundai with automatic transmission. It could be practically almost any Hyundai model guys, and we'll explain why. For instance, that transmission it's almost used in almost any Hyundai from year 2009 to currently year 2022. If your transmission is overheating, we'll explain the top things that causes that and how you can easily fix it sometimes. Before we start, let me tell you a little bit about us. Every single car we get at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. Why we do that? Simply because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep providing this free information to you. Now, if you need to buy any parts tools for a good price, really good shipping guys, quick shipping, good price, check out the link in the description of the video below. That's where we get all our tools, supplies from, and you can save quite a bit of money that way. So this is a Hyundai Sonata that we'll be demonstrating on. Fun fact about those, the transmission guys, it's a 6-speed transmission, but it's almost used on almost any Hyundai from year 2009 to year 2022, especially if you have a 6-speed transmission, because that's the same transmission with different ratings for horsepower and torque depending on which engine you have, anything from 1200cc, which is a 1.2 engine, to 4.0 engine guys. So super common transmission developed specifically by Hyundai. Now, what causes transmission to overheat? We have it completely taken apart here to show you. The valve body has been removed. Here are your clutches. You have the output input speed sensors, the transmission filter, which is actually not replaceable on that one unless you take the transmission apart from the engine. You separate it here and then you can change that filter. Now let me tell you guys one thing. Now, if you haven't changed your transmission fluid, most people assume, and even the manual says, do not change transmission fluid. You heard horrible stories about changing transmission fluid and things go wrong. Why? One thing, because they didn't use the original fluid. I'll recommend to use only Hyundai fluid, and I'll put link in the description of the video below where you can get it from. Number two guys, okay, make sure you check the oil level correctly once you change the fluid. Number three, it's recommended not to just change it one time, because when you drain the fluid out of the oil pan, you still have quite a bit of fluid in the torque converter, the valve body, all that will be full with fluid. So what we recommend to actually do guys, drain the fluid, let it drain really good, change it, drive 100 miles and do that about 3 times, so you can get about 80 to 90% of the fluid change. Because the first time, even when you put fresh fluid, it will knock all kind of sediments here loose, and that can start causing a little bit acting up. But then change it 2 more times and that should take care of the problem. You should always change it. That's why I recommend not to wait too long, so you don't have to do it like that, to flush it 3 times. On my cars, 40 to 60,000 miles, I changed it, which is pretty simple on that model guys. So it's if you want to see a video how to drain or fill transmission fluid on Hyundai, we have it on the channel. So that will be okay about changing the transmission fluid. But if your transmission fluid is out, your transmission can start overheating real easily, because you have more friction, okay, where the clutches are, and that can cause heat. Every friction releases heat, and eventually the transmission fluid gets hot, overheats, because that's what cools the transmission too. The transmission fluid that actually even goes to the radiator right there, okay, it's being cooled by the radiator. Number two, the wrong type of fluid, okay, having the wrong type of fluid. Number 3 could be worn clutches that actually slip. Slipping can cause, okay, your transmission to release heat, as I said, and that can cause the transmission to overheat. Number 4, it could be, okay, problems with the radiator as well, which is not so common guys. Most common ones will be, okay, old fluid, or another one, low on fluid. If you don't have enough transmission fluid, that will cause overheating as well, because you will not be able to cool fast enough. Okay, you have too little fluid that will warm up. So check the fluid level, change fluid guys if you have that problem, and from there you just hope it's on the clutches, because you need the transmission replaced or rebuilt. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching and see you next time.